Hi, this is Mike Giarlo, and I'm the technical manager of the Hydra-in-a-Box project. The Hydra-in-a-Box project was funded by the Institute of Museum and Library Services, and it's being built by the Digital Public Library of America, Stanford University, and DuraSpace, the point of which is to extend the existing Hydra code base and its community to build, bundle, and promote a feature-rich, robust, and flexible repository that is easy to install, configure, and maintain. So we're organizing our work on Hydra-in-a-Box, particularly our development work, into 1-week sprints. And every Friday, we'll have a demonstration of the work that we've done over the course of that sprint. We'll record and share these demonstrations and send them out to the Hydra community and out to Twitter, where folks who are interested can follow the work that we're doing. The first milestone for our development work is June 1st, 2016, right before open repositories. And our goal for the first milestone of June 1, again, is to deploy an application, Hydra-in-a-Box, based on SUFIA 7, so the latest work happening in the Hydra community on the SUFIA gem. And particularly, we are going to be deploying that application in a multi-tenant fashion to Amazon Web Services, which we're currently working on, and I hope to be demonstrating that in a future sprint. In the meantime, the features that we are focusing on for this first milestone are to support the management of top priority content types, which are image-based works and what you might call generic repository multi-file works, so IR-like use cases. In addition, we're looking to offer a user interface for configuration of the application so that end users can tweak their applications and make them work for them in a way that they don't have to touch Ruby files or YAML files or any other configuration files in the file system. We will be providing an administrative dashboard with reporting widgets yet to be defined. We'll be allowing for batch import of content and metadata. So how we arrived at those features in particular and those priorities for this first milestone is based largely on the work that the folks on the Hydra-in-a-Box design requirements and specifications team has been working on. And they have captured these requirements from a very wide segment of the cultural heritage community, including the Hydra and DPLA communities. So we've done a number of interviews and focus groups and issued an extensive survey to which we received between 250 and 300 full responses. So this first round of features is really focused on community alignment and responding to what we heard from the community. So without much ado here, I'm going to show you the latest work we've done on the Hydra-in-a-Box product. It's based, again, on the latest SUFIA. So that work is not yet complete, the work on 7.0.0. So there may be some rough edges here, but I want to show you some of the things we've done. A few quick notes. What you see here is using the latest and greatest from the Hydra stack, like I said, including the latest commit to the SUFIA repository, the latest release of curation concerns, the latest release of Active Fedora. So this is bleeding edge, what you're seeing right here. We've paid particular attention this sprint to user interface cleanup and normalization, focusing on the SUFIA and curation concerns gems. That work has included removing unused styles and assets, favoring vanilla bootstrap styles to customized ones to allow for greater configurability later. We've done some work too on the homepage, which you're looking at right now. So you'll see a cleaner homepage than we had in past SUFIA versions. We've removed the somewhat messy tag cloud. We have come up with a more consolidated toolbar, navigation bar, and footer that are better aligned with default bootstrap styling and with what we get from Blacklight, which is included as a dependency here. of Hydra-in-a-Box. And the goal here, again, is to make it easier for users of Hydra-in-a-Box to more easily override Hydra-in-a-Box and make it look like what they want it to look like. So I'm going to show you a little bit more here, and I want to focus in particular on some work that we've done to implement a new work creation interface in SUFIA, which the wireframes for which were developed by the SUFIA User Interface Working Group, which is a Hydra community working group, and they've been working hard on that for the past few months. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you what this new workflow looks like. So you'll see this is the home page here, and there is a new navigation bar, or a toolbar, excuse me, up at the top. This is brand new, just added this week, which exposes a lot of functionality that used to be hidden within the dashboard, which itself users found quite difficult to get to. So you'll see I'm already logged in over here. I'm going to go ahead and pop over to the dashboard. This is what the dashboard looks like, and I am going to go ahead and create a new work. I'm going to give it a title. Somewhat meaningless title. At the moment, that's my name. Tag, I'm going to choose a different license. This list of licenses here is configurable. I'm going to make this open access, and also show you that if you did want to choose an embargo or a lease, you have a nice little calendar widget there. You used to have to type that in. This is also completely new work over here on the right, so that you could go back and forth between your files and your metadata before saving. So I've added my metadata. You'll see that right now this isn't updating live. That's a bit of work we have to do. But I'm going to go ahead and I am going to add my file here. So add file. I'm going to upload it. It's done. It's on the Now, while it's saving, it's running a bunch of background jobs, but since I have this running on my laptop rather than on a server, it's running those background jobs synchronously, which means right now we're waiting on that background job to finish. Whereas in a production environment, those would all be run in the background, truly in the background. So this would have completed much more quickly. All right, so my file is in. We have a thumbnail over here, which I uploaded a funky document, so you'll have to excuse the weird formatting. And you'll notice that the metadata that I entered is over here. The files are down here, and I have more options to take actions on each of the files. If I had uploaded more files, we would see them in this inner list right here. So that's the new upload workflow. This is akin to some of the more work-oriented workflows that you've seen in the past with community components like Curate and Worthwhile. It's what we currently have in curation concerns, and SUFIA now exposes this, and in fact privileges this over what we now might call a legacy workflow of just throwing a bunch of files at it. So that's still available, but in the user interface right now, we're encouraging users to go the route by default of creating works, which wrap files rather than just throwing a bunch of files up. So that's what our work looks like this week. There's a lot more that we're going to be working on, and we'll have some folks from the community joining us in our sprint next week, I do believe. So stay tuned, and we'll do another demonstration of the work that we've done a week from today. Thank you.